I'm the librarian, and I came to read.
Girl, it's so much going on. I'm looking around like, where are the forerunners from Halo to go ahead and save our asses from destruction? Because the way that we were talking about Armageddon and Apocalypse is coming in 2012, girl, she said, you know what, I'm not gonna do it in 2012, girl. I'm gonna give y'all a couple years to secure your wigs and to secure your edges, but best believe I'm coming in 2017 and I am wreaking havoc. Let me tell you something. Before I get into it, y'all need to make sure y'all are keeping up with For the Culture Podcast on fortheculturepodcast.com. We are going to be releasing a new episode pretty soon, so keep your eye out for that. Also, my ebook is still out there. I did a cute little shout out of Buy Black, the app where you can register your Black-owned business, or you can search for Black-owned businesses within your area based on your location. So go ahead and keep downloading that. And without further ado, let's just get into the goddamn tea. Okay, Tomi Lahren. Let me tell you something, Tomi Lahren. I am boiling a pot of fucking water because the way that those spaghetti strand built ass motherfuckers are leaking outside of your scalp is serving me all types of Italian dinner type of teas. I'm talking about Alfredo sauce type of teas. I'm boiling some water right now because I'm dipping that hair in some water so I can get that spaghetti to do exactly what she needs to do. And you know, you're serving me all types of, cleaning day teas. I'm talking about you wake up on Sunday or some shit, your mama's just humming and stuff, like music is playing, you know you about to clean the house. Tomi, that's what you're serving me. Because with your broomstick shaped head ass, I'm talking about your Swiffer jet shaped head ass. I'm talking about wet mop shaped head ass. Sweetheart, it looks like I'm about to clean up the house. But what you can't do is clean up this PR mess that you're about to have, okay? Tomi says, the girls dug up your genealogy. The girls dug up your ancestry, sis. They pulled the receipt up on your ass, sis. Girl, apparently the tea is that your great-great-grandfather forged his citizenship papers. Girl! So you mean to tell me after all this time, I'm talking about DACA's over here probably getting rescinded. Your ass went on to Twitter talking about, girl, if they didn't come legally in this country, they can't stay and they shouldn't stay. Get these immigrants out of here, bitch. And the kids, fuck them, bitch. Fuck this DACA shit, girl. Get this shit out of here. You were dragging immigrants. I'm talking about you were taking them by their wigs, just trying to drag them across the border, sis. And it's just like after you were doing all this shit online, feeling yourself a little bit too much. Here comes Miss Thing. I forget who did it, but she went up there and pulled the actual receipts. I'm talking about actual newspaper clippings about the trial that your great-grandfather was going through. I'm talking about actual court documents of your great-great-grandfather, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, just forging all types of citizenship papers so he could be in this motherfucking country. And to think if they had dragged his ass like how you want these people to be dragged, he would have been out of the country. And what I mean by that is they took into consideration all the things that he was trying to do, and they're like, okay, girl, we're gonna let your ass live. It's okay, sis. You fucked with our laws and shit, sis. But it's okay. So because of that, because of the mercy that the United States showed your fucking grandfather, he was able to not be deported back to Russia where he came from, sis. So it's just like, oh, it couldn't get any sweeter than that. So here we have you going off about immigrants, sis. You're going off about these motherfucking immigrants. And if only somebody had gone off about immigrants the same way that you are in the time of your great-great-grandfather, we wouldn't have to deal with your dumb ass today. You would still be over there somewhere in Russia, okay? Walking around like the dim-witted, empty-headed Bratz doll that you're built like, okay? So I don't know what to tell you, sis. I don't know how to tell it to you, sis. But girl, you're gonna have to reevaluate some type of shit that you're talking about. And as I said, I see that you finally found a job at Fox News. And every time that you get your ass up there to say some dumb shit, best believe I'm coming out there to roast. Watch what you motherfucking say, okay? I really have to talk about this Betsy DeVos. I don't know how the fuck you pronounce her last name. It's not important because she's over here rolling back Title IX protections. Title IX protections! And I give some thoughts on this on patreon.com/AsianExpression. Go ahead and sign up and check it out. And I'm talking about she was just so happy to come up on that podium, sweetie, with her slow reading ass. She really thought she had the charisma of the Obamas. She thought she had the speaking skills of an actual orator. And she came out here just you know, squinting at the teleprompter, moving her head to the next teleprompter, squinting at that shit, reading slowly as hell to tell us that, you know, she doesn't give a fuck about the protection of our girls and boys in these schools. And she, you know, squinting and reading the next thing, bitch, and she thought she was giving us a, you know, looking at everybody type of tease. No, bitch, you're giving me looking at the typewriter type of tease. That's what you're giving. It's so slow, unrelatable. You're still built like a whole pelican, and it doesn't make any sense because you can't fly over all this trash shit that you're doing into something that makes fucking sense. I can't stand your ass, Betsy. Now Title IX protected, it's like protecting against sexual discrimination, sexual harassment, all those type of teas. So, you know, I expect an old white man to get up there and view the shit as unimportant because that's something that he does not face in his fucking everyday life. That's something that he doesn't have to worry about. A lot of these people are very sexist and misogynist and patriarchal, so they view women's struggles as something that is, you know, it doesn't exist, okay? So I expect an old racist, bigoted ass, sexist ass man to get up there and say some shit like that. But for Betsy, for you to be a whole ass woman, for you to be a whole woman and sit up there and just be smiling on our face, telling us that these protections that are protecting these kids in these motherfucking schools and holding people accountable, for you to smile in my motherfucking face as a whole woman, as a whole, knowing the type of risks that a lot of women face today, especially when it comes to sexual harassment and shit and sexual discrimination, and here your ass comes just smiling like you just happy to be tap dancing for this shit. Whew, bitch. I need the crocodile hunter to come back because it doesn't make any sense for all these reptiles, all these fucking reptiles to be in positions of power. Get these alligator-built bitches out of here, okay? Betsy DeVos ass, it really does make sense. Birds of a feather flock together, so I would expect your big bird-shaped head ass to be planted right on Sesame Street, okay? Get your ass out of anybody's White House, get your ass out of anybody's administration, sweetheart, because the way that your anteater shaped head ass is constructed, you need to be on somebody's motherfucking farm, okay? You need to be out here in these motherfucking lawns protecting my ass from the many ants and shit that, because you know Florida loves some bugs. You need to be protecting my apartment complex out there. You need to be putting your nose in the dirt, that big ass nose. You put that nose in the dirt and protect us from any ants or creatures that are crawling around so they won't come in our motherfucking house. You got another thing coming with me. I don't know, maybe you think you're Cersei Lannister type of tease, like you hate women so much, like you really, like you are a whole woman, sis. The policies that you create or roll back, girl, they will affect you too, sis. Like, I don't know what you think is going on. Even if they don't affect you directly, they will affect, you know, group thinking and what people, especially men, believe that they will be able to get away with. So it will affect you too, directly or indirectly. Like, I don't understand how else to explain this shit to you. Betsy, you're built like a PT Cruiser in the motherfucking face, and I want you to gas yourself up and rev, vroom, vroom, vroom the hell away from me with this, okay? I'm not even sure if I should talk about this to give this more traction, but the director of the Look What You Made Me Do video by Taylor Table Stiff, sorry, that's her real name, Table Stiff, he said, well, girl, I think that Beyonce copied Bad Blood with Formation. You have to be, what they say, you had to be twice as good to get half of what they get, bitch. This bitch went up there singing about he was both young when I first saw you, and Beyonce changed the whole game over and over and over again and still hasn't got the highest level of accolades for what she deserves. So why in the hell would she copy the mediocre, knowing good and well that she has to be twice as good as them to get half of what? Like, girl, I'm not going to seek out ways to copy the lackluster, the mediocre, the untalented. Don't ever in your life presume to think that Beyonce, who conquered the world already and with Destiny's Child, bitch, the highest selling girl group, you know what I mean? And to think that she would need a Taylor Swift to supplement her fucking career, she's done this shit already. With Destiny's Child, she already took over the music industry. She just decided to show you hoes that she can do the shit again in her solo career. So for you to think that she would need ideas from someone like Taylor Swift, who struggles to come up with anything that has substance, when she's fucking Beyonce, and she takes her ideas from like African mythology and shit, like what the fuck are you talking about? She's taking her ideas from fucking groundbreaking artists that actually produce art. She's taking her ideas from themes that she sees in society and, as I said, African ass mythology. Like, girl, if she's taking ideas, it's gonna be from established ass Broadway motherfucking performers. Like, girl, people who actually know how to do art, okay? Not these bubblegum pop built bitches. I'm not sure where you get off thinking that shit, Mr. Director, but sit your ass down before the only thing your ass is going to be directing is fucking traffic. And speaking of Beyonce, I wanted to congratulate Laverne. Her beautiful ass was sitting up there in the new Ivy Park ass campaign, which by the way looks very sickening. I'm so proud of it. I'm so proud of you both. I'm glad to see you you girls out here slaying the girls like they truly need to be motherfucking slayed. I saw, which was really interesting, I saw Beyonce created a cute little hat and had enough space like in the back for y'all puffs and stuff. I was like, okay, sis. All right, girls. Beyonce out here revamping all type of clothing so that it can fit the blackness that she knows is in her audience. And speaking of that, we got this Fenty beauty thing coming out, sweetheart. Rihanna, girl, you did that. You did that, girl. Okay. I saw that you had some shades available for the girls who are dark like me, but and also darker than me, girl. I see it. Rihanna said, I see all this whiteness going on in the makeup industry, and that's cute for y'all because y'all have y'all representation. But I'm gonna come out here for my good sis, my good Judy's, girl, and I'm gonna have me some dark ass shades of makeup, and she said what she said, and I am here for it. Rihanna, keep doing the damn thing. Makeup and fashion is obviously your forte, and girl, I'm glad that you're expanding on it and building on it and also creating spaces for black girls that often feel ignored, and black boys too, girl, if you wear makeup. I am proud of being Bree. So in the face of all this black excellence, I'm talking about, I think we even have now a black Powerpuff Girl. I'm like, okay, sis, fighting villains while blackity black, I'm going to need for this black Powerpuff Girl to be fighting the villains that are the coons, Jason Whitlock and Martin Luther King Jr.'s youngest motherfucking son. Martin Luther King Jr. youngest son. He gonna talk about we need to give Trump a chance. I'm like, girl, no ma'am. We need to give this destructive hairline a chance to improve, okay? That's what we need to do. And Jason Whitlock, sweetie, I don't wanna spend too much time on your bloated Mr. Potato Head shaped head ass, but you went out here cooning, making fun of Colin Kaepernick. Oh my gosh, I just got angry, almost good. Ooh, I almost punched my motherfucking camera. Jesus. I mean, Colin Kaepernick, because I just realized how much shit. Colin Kaepernick out here donating hundreds of thousands of dollars to agencies and charities, getting shit done in the community. He's really out here working, doing some shit, and you have the fucking nerve to do a comedic ass skit making fun of the person that is combating the very issues that will have your black ass dead and on the motherfucking street bleeding the fuck out with your brains leaking all over the motherfucking sidewalk, okay? You have the fucking nerve to bite the hand that is fucking feeding you, Jason Whitlock. You have the nerve to be constructed like a Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down bobblehead, Bill bitch. Colin Kaepernick is trying to combat white supremacy and combat police brutality, and it just doesn't occur to your volleyball-shaped head ass that if you were to get pulled over and suffer the same fate, police brutality type of tease, bitch, that you probably wouldn't be talking the same shit that your ass is now. You have some nerve, but don't worry, my Jamaican ass mama used to tell me, "Who can't air must feel." Listen, bitch, if you don't learn now, you gon' learn later, okay? Have a good goddamn evening.